Well, my name is Emily. I've lived in this house all my life and therefore in this room all my life. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, more specifically Fox Point suburb, which is part of like the Milwaukee County. And yeah, this is my life. Don't put that in.
Here we go. We're turning down our street. That's our house.
So my dad moved into this house in like, I think like the late 90s, and then it was really close to when he ended up meeting my mom, and then they got married and then she moved in. But this room was like uninhabitable. Like it wasn't actually a nice room. It wasn't really a bedroom. It was actually more of like a old kind of office storage space. So when they found out that they were having me, my dad kind of like redid it, like redid the whole bathroom and stuff and kind of made it into what it is now. Yeah, and it's kind of weird because if you like were to look at the entire like footprint of my house, my bedroom is literally right by the front door. It's on the first floor. It's a really weird spot to have like a bedroom, especially because then the only other bedroom in the house, which was my parents' bedroom, is upstairs. So it's like a complete floor away from me. So it kind of does feel like an afterthought, but this house is really old. So I feel like they made do with the space that they had. And I mean, when I was little, I didn't like how small it was, but I got used to it over time, and I don't know, I love it. And it's a blessing to have my own bathroom, so, you know, I'll take it.
Here we are, going into Emily's room. I have Emmy in my arms. So I'm going to do my best here to film and hold the baby at the same time. Hey, Peanut. This is her nursery. Just almost finished, but not quite. Got the changing table. When you first walk in, this might get rearranged, but for now, this is what it looks like. Little music for when we're eating. Some pretty curtains that Daddy picked out when I was in the hospital. Over in this corner, got your dresser. That just came yesterday. Nice 4-drawer dresser. And on our dresser we have a pair of baby shoes, all the finger puppets. There's Mama and baby. Let me get a shot of you here, honey. There you are, fast asleep. You're so cute. You are the cutest baby.
I don't know, I don't think I have like an earliest memory in this room necessarily, because it's like every memory is in this room. It's so crazy. I think there's a lot of stuff that, funnily enough, it's like I've seen the recordings of it, like if my mom was like videotaping or something, and then I can almost like, I don't know how real it is because maybe my brain's just kind of making it up and filling in the gaps, but I feel like I can see through my eyes in a lot of those moments. Like there's this one video of me and an old like daycare friend or something, like I don't even remember her name, but she was over playing and we were like dancing around my room and stuff, and I feel like in my mind's eye I can see us doing that, and I like remember the CD that was playing because I had a CD player in my room. And so that's like probably one of the earliest because I was really young in that. I was probably like 4. But I don't know, a lot of the other really significant memories are either with friends who came over or me kind of like playing pretend by myself.
Uh-oh, he fell down. Tigger, sit up.
Should we turn off the light?
Yeah, let's make her wings light up.
I mean, when I was really little, like a lot of little girls, I loved pink and purple. And I think there was a lot of pink in my room, but that was a lot of pink from when I was like a baby. So that just kind of worked out. I remember something I really liked, which I don't know if I have a picture of, but it's in my basement. So I could just take a picture of it in my basement. But I got this like pink mini Christmas tree and I was obsessed with that, like obsessed with that. And I remember loving it. I felt like Eloise at the Plaza, if you're familiar. I just love that so much. And out of like my pink phase, that was probably like my favorite decoration. And then I think as I got older, I moved into really liking like Vera Bradley and like loving all those like kind of loud, crazy patterns. And then my favorite color was lime green. So I ended up painting my room for the first time lime green, which was really ugly, but I loved it at the time. I was so excited about the lime green room. And at that same time, when I painted my room lime green, I basically redesigned the whole room because then I ended up getting new furniture. And I think that was kind of the first time that it really felt like it was my room, because before that I hadn't really made any design decisions in my room because it's just my parents. I was too young. So yeah, I was pretty into that. I did prior to that have a like loft bed with a desk underneath it and bookshelves and stuff, and I did like that because it felt like a fort. And I also liked sleeping up high because I felt like I was in like a treehouse. So that was fun, but it was way too big for my room. It like basically took up this whole room, but it was a lot of fun when I was pretty little.
And so this is my room. I'll do a little room tour for you. There's a door, and then there's like this little lacy curtain thing on it. And then this is my E thing, and it has a light switch. This controls that light. And this is a mirror that my friend gave me. It's me. This is my window. That is my DVD player. I have a loft bed. Up here is my bed. And then below my bed, I have my desk. This is my desk chair. And that's basically my room. Sorry, it was really quick, but yeah, whatever.
I want to say I kind of fell out of love with the lime green not too long after I painted the room lime green because I kind of was like, so I'm sleeping in a lime. That's awesome. And I ended up painting it gray, I think when I was like 14 or 15. So at that point I'd had it be lime green for like 5 years. And again, kind of same thing, when I painted it, it was kind of like marking a new style again, falling into place. So I did get some new furniture also at that time, and most of the stuff I got around that time I now have, so it's like the same stuff I have currently. And I think I liked the gray because making the walls a very basic color made me feel like I could do more with the actual like objects in the room as forms of decoration. And I really got into like posters on my walls and like creating like really cool like collages with them essentially. And I love trinkets and knickknacks, so it was fun to kind of sprinkle those around the room. And I think there's traces and evidence of kind of all the iterations the room has been through for my entire life, but I think the state that it's in now is probably the truest to me. But I would have said the same thing 5 years ago and 5 years before that. So yeah, it's been really fun to kind of see it grow as I have. I think as I got older, obviously realizing like, wow, I've lived in this room my entire life. And I think I'm kind of fearful for the day when inevitably this won't be my room anymore. And like, it's scary to think that because it's been mine for my entire life. Like it's gonna be like losing a family member because it's something that it's like I've just always had around. So it's gonna be really scary one day to not have it anymore and to say goodbye to that kind of chapter of my life. And so I think once I kind of started realizing that, I think that also is what kind of like almost influenced me to be as possessive as my space as I think I've been, which is why I spend a lot of time in it. It's just where I feel almost like most myself and most safe. And so even as I've like grown older and maybe don't spend as much time in it anymore, and like especially going away to school, like now I've kind of made my own space there. It's like, what do I take with me? And I think I kind of got my first taste of that actually this past summer when I came home and I kind of looked around my room, which all the decorations in it had been from high school, basically, because I hadn't changed it since I went to college. And I kind of looked around and I was like, this doesn't really feel like me anymore. Like I still like it. There's nothing wrong with it, but it just feels like messy in a way. It just feels like closed in. It felt like it was closing me in, and I think I wanted a fresh start. So this summer was, you know, the first time since, I want to say like roughly like 2020 maybe, that I kind of changed things up. I took down all the posters I'd had up for years and I replaced them with like these pictures behind me, and then like there's a picture over there, and I did like a extreme decluttering, which was like the first time I've ever really properly done that. But I was good. I organized and I really got rid of a lot of things. And so I think like how that speaks to me growing up is that even though I'm having to reckon with the fact that I'm gonna have to give this up all like one day, I'm kind of slowly but surely making that easier for myself down the line, because at least then when I'm like however old and I have to kind of go through this room and like get rid of things as I clear out the house, there won't be as much to kind of go through because I've already found the most important memories to me and kept them safe, especially like with all the like camera footage I even have of this room. Like I'm never gonna like fear about forgetting it. Like I'll always have that like digital trace as well as the physical traces that I've kind of kept for myself.